Woof. Okay, so here is the new DevBlog that came out today, October 5th. I haven't seen, well, just like the last one, I haven't seen anything but the titles pretty much on these. Asymmetric Battles, Clan Battles, and more for Closed Test 12.10. So they want to go over the main features of the coming update. Well, let's see what it is then, shall we? Update 12.10 will bring back Asymmetric Battles. The latest iteration will have a different format. Battles will be fought in a 5 versus 12 format with tier 6 to 10 ships and super ships. The bot team will not be able to field submarines. So that means you can use submarines. Ships on the player team can differ by 1 tier, while ships on the bot team will be up to 2 tiers lower than the ships on the player team. So the example for that is if the player team has tier 6 and 7 ships, the bots will be tier 4 and 5 ships. But now that's not the way they worded that. The way they worded that is ships on the bot team will be up to 2 tiers lower on the player team. So whenever I see up to 2 tiers lower and you say the players are tier 6 and 7, that tells me that the bots can be tier 4 to tier 7, not tier 4 and tier 5. So which is it? Which is it going to be? Don't know. We'll have to wait and see how it really works out. But so that means if you're playing with tier 10 and super ships, that the enemy team can be tier 8s and 9s. That's based on their example. Based on how it's literally written, though, it's literally written saying that the bots can be up to 2 tiers lower. So yeah, I don't know. They're showing some pictures here. The last Asymmetric Battles was not bad. It was interesting, for sure. So it will also have the following changes compared to previous iteration. Divisions of up to 5 players can be formed. 1 carrier, 2 battleships, 2 destroyers, 2 cruisers, and 1 submarine. What about those? So it's... Does that mean that's the limits of what you can have? I'm assuming that means that that's the most of each ship type that you can have. 1 carrier, 2 battleships, 2 destroyers, 2 cruisers, 1 sub. I'm guessing that's what they're saying. Best I can guess. The best I can guess. Bot ships are now more likely to focus on the highest AP ships, the highest HP ships closest to them. That's interesting, rather than focusing on the lowest HP ships. Okay. Bots will now be less effective at dodging torpedoes. Yeah, they definitely have had torpedo homing devices on board their ships. And by that, I mean excess detection devices. Bots are now more likely to head towards key areas to capture and defend them. Okay. So, looks like 1 change to how the bots act, 1 nerf to the bots, 1, I don't know if you could say buff to the bots, maybe. Based on collected data and player feedback, we decided to include these changes in order to improve the gameplay experience for non-battleship classes, which was one of the main concerns put forward. Good. That means that they're taking into account what people bitched about. So that's excellent. Changing bot behavior to be more active around key areas will make the gameplay more dynamic and challenging. Okay. Okay. I'm okay with that. Clan battles. Okay. The 23rd season of Clan Battles. Triturus. Okay. We'll start on November 15th. Battles are 7v7 on tier 10 ships. Restrictions. Players will be able to go into battle aboard cruisers, DDs, and battleships. No more than 1 battleship per team. Interesting. So 7v7, one battleship maximum. That means you're going to have a total of 6, a combination of 6 cruisers and destroyers. Okay. We'll see what they come up with about these ships. Now, this says Tier 10 ships, so that means no super ships. As I understand that, it's just Tier 10 ships. One battleship maximum. Okay, additional content. So what else is going on? The Microsoft Store container will be renamed to Xbox container and its visual appearance will be updated. Okay, yeah, that looks kind of like the Xbox container. Soviet container contents have been updated. Oh, well, what's that supposed to be? Soviet container. Okay, a 15% chance to get 14 rare economic bonuses of each type, 15% chance for 32,000 free XP, 18% chance for 100,000 elite commander XP. Those are not horrible. I mean, you know, 3% chance to receive Ochkov, Peter Bagration, Mikoyan, or Navarin. Not, I mean, I wouldn't call any of those ships great. 4% chance to receive one of the following camouflages: Soviet permanent camouflage for Ochkov, Pyotr, Bagration, Talon, Petropavlovsk, or Riga. If you already have all the ships in camouflages, you'll get 100,000 free XP. Interesting. There will be another way of distributing the Navarin besides the container, and more information will be available at a later date. So, they're going to give you a chance to gamble to get it here first, and then they're going to give you another paywall that you can get it from later. So there you go. The visual appearance of the Flag Premium container has been updated. Wow, that's interesting. Flag locker. That's very cool. Xbox Flag and Xbox Patch both added. King of the Sea 16 finalist achievement, King of the Sea 16 commemorative flag added. Okay. King of the Sea Interstellar permanent camouflage for Vermont has been added. From what I can see, that's pretty sweet looking. Nice, almost kind of glossy black with some white. Now and gold around the, I guess you'd call that the gun barrel base covers or whatever you call those. Now it's interesting that the stacks are orange with a purple top on them. I'd have to see a different view of the ship to determine how much I like that, but I'm not hating it. The rest of the camo I really am liking the looks of, though, so I'll give that camo a pretty decent score there. Initial thought about it would be about 3.5 out of 5. That'd be my initial placement. Could be higher once I see the whole thing. So there you go. That's the end of the second devblog. That was for today. October 5th. And quick recap. You get King of the Sea, Vermont permanent camo, and some new flags and patches. Change visual appearance of the premium container. Soviet container content been changed. Microsoft Store container. New clan battle season, 7v7 tier 10 with only one battleship. Apparently no subs or carriers allowed. Asymmetric Battles will be back with some changes to the bots. So we'll see how that works out. And that's it. That is it. We're finally done and through the devblog. So let's take our leave and see if we can't go out to the game and actually play some instead of talking about it. Thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to see notifications of future videos, just ring the bell. Until next time, Tater Dawg says, woof.